What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for clicking on my face. If you're clicking on this video, you're probably trying to find some ways to make some money or save some money. So, I put together a series of videos that should or hopefully help you open your mind and finding alternative ways of making money. Now, these ways they're not online. You know what I mean? They're not, you're not, I'm not going to tell you to drop ship or anything like that. Not that there's anything wrong with it. This is my personal experience, what I've done, and when I find that works. So the first thing that I find that works is go primitive. I'm saying hunt and forage for your food. I do it. Now, I don't hunt because I have very small children. I don't want, and I'm not responsible enough to have really dangerous weapons in my house. That's just one of those things, right? But I do go and get fruits and vegetables from the wild. Now, for protection, I'm gonna be honest, I do carry a spear with me. Or when I do get out there, I'll make me a little something or take it a stick or something to protect myself. Because all I have to worry about in my area is really wild dogs or lizards or something like that. Maybe a snake or something, but nothing too big, right? So, yeah, you'd be surprised how much stuff you walk by every day that is edible, 100% edible. So one thing that I do is I walk around with my phone out and have Google Lens out, and every plant that I see, I snap it and see if it's edible or not. And you can go out into the woods and take your phone, take your spear or whatever you have if you want to carry something else, protect yourself, so in case the animal pull up, because you're essentially grocery shopping for free. But other animals are grocery shopping too. There may be an animal that may be trying to grocery shop for you, so have something to protect yourself while you're out in the wilderness, just like you would in the human world. There's mushrooms and berries. Where I live, there's melons and plantains and bananas and all kinds of good stuff. Beans and tamarind, and depending on where you live. Now, if you live in a big city, all right, well, get in your car or find a friend or a group of people, maybe online, who go out hunting. And while they're all going and hunting for the animals, you'll be picking and foraging for the fruits and vegetables if that's your thing. Or if you want to hunt and shoot animals or whatever, that's your thing too. Go for it. Either way, hunting and foraging for food in nature saves you some money. Another one that I find saves you money with, this is number two, saves you money with um, particularly food, is getting a restaurant job. So what I used to do, and this got me through college in my first few years of when I was in my early 20s, getting like my first a couple apartments, just starting off. I worked with pizza, a lot of pizza restaurants, Domino's, places like DeSano's, and like more like Italian restaurants. And one thing that I would do is when I was done working, or any food that at the end of the night that we were going to throw away, took it home with me. That saves money on food because it's food that you don't have to pay for. And I recommend actually working at a restaurant that you like part time. That way you get a little extra money out of it. And if you work the closing shift, if they throw away extra food, you can take some with you. Now, I would check with the company policy, or if it's a mom and pop shop, check with their policy and make sure that you got with a restaurant that's cool and will let you actually get the food for free at the end of the night, or like take it home if they're about to throw away anyway. Because some places are kind of funny and want to fire you because you was gonna take home food that's gonna be thrown away anyway. So be mindful of that. Another thing, another thing that I did growing up is I used to volunteer in soup kitchens, and the food that was left over, I would take home with me. That's another way. If you don't want to necessarily, which would this is my next one on the list, go to a food drive. But if you don't want to go to a food drive and it's a little against your pride, if we're human, it is what it is. If it's just against your pride, or if you just feel embarrassed to go, that's understandable. We're human. I get it. Then you can volunteer and help at a soup kitchen and trade your work for a little bit of food, and it's food you don't have to pay for. The next one on my list, as I was saying, was a food drive. There's food drives that are From my experience, there's usually one in each town or in each major city. So if you don't mind getting in line to something like that and getting free food, not some places give more than others. That's also an option. If your option is either to eat or not to eat, then a food drive is a great option. Or if you just need extra food, it's there. Or if you want to get involved and help with the food drive and work something out. Another good one is a lot of churches have events. Um, so one thing that I personally do, that way I don't, it's not like I'm just going to churches and mooching. I sit for the service and everything. If I have it, I'll give some sort of money for communion or something. That way it's contributing to the church, being respectful, and I'm not just taking food and leaving. Meet with people, talk with people, you know what I mean? You never know who you meet, and you never know who's there for a similar situation, or you never know who, for whatever reason you believe in, you may run into someone there that may be of good energy or good fortune to you. You never know. Another one is social media groups. So a lot of times you can just get on Facebook and look up like outreach groups. It's just a group of people wanting to help others. And you could reach out to them and ask for help, or if you want to get involved in help and seeing if you could work something out, that's an option too. Now these are all things that I've done myself. I would tell you to do something that I would not do or haven't done myself. What's the next one on my list here? Process all of your foods. So if you can help it, buy a whole chicken and cut it down, break it down into grounded chicken or shredded chicken, and to make your meal stretch. Or what's another example? My wife cooks a lot and I don't. Thank goodness for my wife. I'm gonna make another video actually that's gonna go more in depth about how to process more foods. I'm not that knowledgeable in it, but my wife is very, very good at making food stretch. So I'm gonna make a part two for this one specifically. But this is something that I can help with, and that's make your own bread. Bread is getting more and more expensive for less and less bread. It's seeming like. So what I found, and I'll make some videos on how to make your own bread too. But it's actually really easy. Essentially, like it gets complicated in some recipes, but basically, if you want some bread, all you need is some flour, some yeast, some sugar, and some salt. That's all you need. Oh, and some warm water, of course. And I just activate the yeast by putting it in the warm water and then basically mixing it all together. I'm very, very, very badly simplifying this, but it's not hard at all. You mix it together and you let it sit in a cool, dark place, and then you bake it and it turns into bread. But making your own bread saves a lot of money. One project I'm working on actually that I'm super excited for is making my own bread and stretching it out flat and like making it like squares and making hot pockets, like different flavor hot pockets and putting them in the freezer for the kids. Like that would be a great like easy snack. Kids are crying, "Well, I'm hungry, I'm hungry." Boom, ready to go. Right. So I'm really excited to make those. I'll make a video on that too. Um, Buying food in bulk. If you can afford it, try to get a Costco account if you can, or membership, whatever. If you're not able to, I've heard that you can buy things with the Costco gift card. I think some apps also allow you to order Costco to your house without having a membership. Another way of doing it is ordering things in bulk online. So Amazon actually, under there's stuff like care packages or college student care packages, or just type in like whatever your favorite snack is, or just snacks, and type in bulk. It'll pull up like a ton of snacks you can get in bulk, and it's convenient because it can just be sent to you. You don't have to think about it. You have 70 protein bars just boom sent to your house, or however many you buy. If you however many you buy, like whether it's the 100 or 500, whatever it is that you get in bulk. But buying in bulk is always more cheaper in the long run than buying in small amounts. And I really haven't been counting, but if you've been counting, the last one, number 10, is grow your own food. It is time consuming, but it is a great hobby. Um, and if you're growing it yourself, there's more to come from it. You're fulfilling something, you're taking care of something, you're in a way putting better oxygen in your home and in your like around you because you have plants that you're caring for and producing oxygen and things around you. Um, and also another good thing with growing your own food is that you don't have to pay for the food. It's free. You grew it, and you can also turn around and sell it if you need for some extra money. So I really help. I really hope that these ways of saving money, they're a little unconventional, but I really hope that doing this helps you. I hope that it helps you save money, and particularly your food, because food is really important. We all got to eat, and any and every way that we can save money helps. So I hope the video helps. I hope you have a great day. The next video that I'll make is how to make money in unconventional ways that Google won't tell you. So if that sounds interesting to you, stay in tune for that. And I hope that helps you in some way. Hope you have a great day. Like and subscribe if you want. If you don't, that's cool too.